How I feel? Fletcher. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rock it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she clap her hips, the shawty is a winner. You can tell that shawty's over getting out. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about what to expect from Ron Rivera's defense now that he's taken over as the defensive play caller. Also, we have an announcement to make about London Fletcher, potential Hall of Famer, and should he get in? Let's talk about that and much more. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so please help me get there as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and don't be afraid to become a channel member and join the Gotti Gang. Now, with that out the way, let's get straight to it. So first things first, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for former Washington player London Fletcher for being in the semifinalists for the 2024 Hall of Fame. Comment down below your favorite London Fletcher moment as a member of the Burgundy and Gold. And also tell me, do you honestly feel as though London Fletcher should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Now, obviously, a lot of us are going to say yes because we're Burgundy and Gold fans, but be honest in your approach and in your answer down below. If you don't think he should be in, tell me why. If you think he should be in, tell me why. All that and much more down below in the comment section. Shout out to London Fletcher, and hopefully one day you do get that gold jacket, my man. Now, with that out the way, let's go ahead and talk about Ron Rivera and what to expect from his defense. So Rivera had his press conference yesterday, and honestly, I don't listen to his press conferences anymore, or not much of it, because I mean, we're not in a space to where we need to be listening to his press conferences because we're not going to the playoffs or anything like that. So we're kind of just waiting for him to be fired at this point. But with the firing of Jack Del Rio, he's taken over play calling, so it is a little bit interesting to see what are some changes he's going to make to this defense, if there are any. And he talked more so about how this defense is going to now be prone to trying to get one-on-one opportunities for his defensive tackles, Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, and that could help them voice success now that is going to be an opportunity for them. Also, he talked more about the cornerbacks getting tighter coverage. That's another thing that should have been still happening under Jack Del Rio. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Ron Rivera's defense looks like this Sunday. Honestly, guys, it gives me a reason to want to watch. Now, obviously, I was gonna watch regardless, but I already know we're gonna get blown out. So it gives me an reason to want to watch Sunday's action, see if Ron Rivera could actually get this defense to play better. Emmanuel Forbes most likely is going to be done for the rest of the year, in my opinion. Now, I'm maybe jumping the gun a little too early, but they said he sustained a severe elbow injury, so his rookie year may be over. And honestly, his rookie year was pretty shaky. It wasn't outstanding. He had some moments, but it was filled with a lot of adversity. So his rookie year could potentially be done dealing with his elbow injury. And at this point, do you want him to play? I think it would be good because the young fella needs a lot of reps. So he needs all he can get. But at this point, if it is severe, it's probably no point to put him back out there because the season's done. So now Danny Johnson's going to get a ton of action. Obviously, the two starters and Kendall Fuller and Benjamin St. Juste are going to be out there. I don't know if we're going to call anybody up off the practice squad. But again, he's not on injury reserve or anything like that. So it's not like a roster space opened up. But I'm just assuming that at some point, considering the fact that it is a severe injury, per sources, he could be pushed to IR at some point, maybe, if it's that serious. Ron Rivera, I don't expect him to make any scheme changes, we're going to totally just flip this defense around. I personally think, this is how I'm feeling, Ron Rivera has not called the defense for a team since 2019. I think Ron Rivera is literally just going to use what Jack Del Rio left behind and maybe make a little bit tweaks of it to his own. But I'm blunt and honest with my approach here. I don't expect much to be different. Ron Rivera had no accountability or no job that he had to do on the sidelines when Jack Del Rio and Eric Bieniemy was here. But now that you expect Ron Rivera to call defenses, you think it's going to be better? I don't think so. My man is just used to having his arms folded, and he struggles with paying attention to the game when he has no obligations. Now that you give him obligations of having to be with the defense, call the defense, install a defense throughout the week, you think that's going to be successful? I don't think so. And then on top of that, the personnel that we have is just not that good. I mean, I'm going to be seeing a quote-unquote one-on-ones more for Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, and that's going to be good to see if these guys really are that, or have they just been getting shut down this year. I know a lot of us have made some excuses for them, saying they're getting double-teamed, and Jonathan Allen may be hurt, dealing with the injury, but now we're getting the opportunity to see these guys one-on-one, mano-a-mano per Ron Rivera. So we're going to see, are they really these dogs that we have up front, or should we have shipped off one of those instead of one of our edge rushers? Montez Sweat had a sack yesterday versus the Vikings, so we're going to see a lot. So it's interesting. Again, it gives me a reason to want to watch Sunday's action, because prior to Ron Rivera quote-unquote being the defensive coordinator, I had no energy or purpose to want to watch this game. Again, I still was going to do it because I love this team and this is what I talk about, but I really didn't have no reason to want to watch this game. I just fully still expect Ron Rivera's defense to get pooped on. I'm saying 38-17. Tyreek Hill over 125 receiving yards. Jalen Waddle probably going to get 100 too. Like, they're going to have fun on us, man. I'm fully expecting that to happen. And if Ron Rivera has a good showing, please don't be like, hey, Ron maybe to come back as defensive coordinator next year. No, because Ron Rivera is not going to do that. Ron Rivera is only going to be a head coach in this league, and if he's not going to be a head coach in this league, he's probably going to retire. So even if he has a good showing, he's not going to be the defensive coordinator, at least here. And I don't necessarily know if Ron is even interested in really being a defensive coordinator. I think this is just something that was brought upon him because the ownership said trying to make a change, opposed to Ron Rivera really feeling like he can actually do something different that wasn't being done here at first with Jack Del Rio. Because if that was the case, why didn't you take over play calling earlier in the season if you felt like you personally could have made a change that Jack Del Rio wasn't doing? This just seems like something that he's thrown together just because of ownership stepping in saying they want a change to be made. I don't expect Ron Rivera's defense to be much of anything else, again, mainly because it's the same scheme and it's the same personnel. It's not like we're just getting this overall morale boost. Ron Rivera is a guy that brings no energy to his defense, so it ain't like this defense is going to be fired up because Ron Rivera is calling now. At least Jack Del Rio brought some sort of energy. Maybe Ron Rivera unleashes amount of pressure onto it. Maybe he's the one that sends the more blitzes, and maybe he's the one that actually plays tighter coverage on 3rd and 25 and don't just give them 23 yards. Now they can go for it on 4th down. Maybe Ron Rivera does change up some things that maybe give you a sense of hope for this defense, and maybe this defense isn't as bad as it thinks, but I highly doubt that. And again, Ron Rivera isn't a guy that doesn't seem innovative to me. He seems dead. He seems like a fossil. So he doesn't seem like a guy that's going to bring energy to this defense. Not at all. Now again, maybe he does, but I personally don't see that right now. But again, it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do for this defense on Sunday, if there is any at all. Ron Rivera taking over play calling from Jack Del Rio since he fired him. Leave it down below in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this? Do you think Ron Rivera can take over play calling and actually be good at the job of defensive play calling, or are you expecting this defense to still be pretty bad and no changes at all? Interested to see what each and every one of you have to say down below. As always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Head to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Once again, Ron Rivera is taking over play calling. What do you expect? If you know more about Ron Rivera's defensive play calling history, let me know. Okay, but all I really know about his defensive play calling history as of recent is the last time he did do it was in 2019. Excuse me. And he was fired after that year. So I don't know if there's anything we are really expecting. But there you have it. Love each and every one of y'all. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. y'all bundle up out there, man. It's pretty cold in this area, so y'all be safe, have fun, be smart. Love y'all. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.
We the kings of the East, I hope you're hearing what I'm saying. The DMV behind you, commanders. Now it's time to step in the field and take command. 1932, we was established. We been running the NFC East every year after like. We got the best fans in the league. You cut through our skin, it's burning gold where we bleed. Cause hell to the commanders, we the best in the league. We fight for DC and the whole DMV. We got a new name but still got the same rings though. We got a new name but still on the same mission though. And that's the what it's about, when we fall back to the city.